Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Moldorn did a little bit of a number on us, huh? Alright. Here we go once again. Let me... Ooh. Fix my neck there. I hope you guys heard that pop. Subscribe to earn drops. No, you don't need to do that. Alright. Yeah, this is just going to be a chill one. I didn't really have much of a plan for tonight. That's actually kind of a lie. I have a written plan for, like, the first time ever on my stream, because I'm like, oh, if I'm going to beat this game, like, 100%, there's a lot of stuff that I need to do. And I just don't really have a lot of time. Hello, Mbappin. Welcome to the stream. I just don't really have a lot of time to do all the things that I want to do and or need to do, and I also don't have a lot of the energy to make it happen. Ooh. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. I flippity upside down. Time to flip it back upside down, because we're just going to be getting our strays. We're just going to be getting our stray fairies. Everybody loves our stray fairies. Also, we're probably going to rewrite our Scarecrow song. Hello, Aki. How are you tonight? Whoops. Good shot. Good freaking shot. So, we're going to go back into this dungeon, get our stray fairies, and then we're going to go back to Great Bay Temple, get our stray fairies. And that's pretty much my plan for tonight. I'm just gonna eat that. Yum yum. Delicious. Okay. Don't tell me you remember your Scarecrow song? Yeah. I don't. I'm surprised I remember that. I'm surprised I remember that nonsense. That's crazy. I'm very impressed with myself that I managed to remember that. No! Okay. How was everybody's day? How was everybody's Thursday? Mine was lame. It was awful. Thank you for asking. It was super rainy. Like, it was a really, really, really big storm. So on the way to when I go work job, look at how clever that was. I'm pretty sure that was Snaffle's idea last time. Look at that. Yeah, I would have loved to enjoy the weather if I wasn't in it. If I wasn't experiencing it. The thunder and wrath of God would have been awesome if I was just vibing at home. But I wasn't. Yay! Stray fairy. I hope we got all the stray fairies when we flipped it upside down, but you never know. No! Bad boy hit Link in the back of the head. Blue. Okay. And it got so bad that we couldn't see like 3 feet in front of us. And the water was like at the level. It was like almost up to the door. I was like, we're gonna get swept away. I'm gonna get swept away on the way to my stupid job. This is how I died. This is how I died. It was awful. But we managed to make it, and I was like, hey, you should probably, like, hi, Ocean, how are you? Aha. Sick but here? What are you sick with? I'm sorry you're sick. Yeah, there seems to be something going around. I had a couple people be like, yeah, I'm not feeling well. I don't know if it's just like the stress of the holiday season, or if there's like a bug going around. But I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. Okay. Yep. They were being annoying. Yep. Okay. We're doing pretty good. I'm pretty sure there's only 15. Only 15. Strep and sinus infection. Yeah. Yeah. That's rough. I don't have anything I don't have anything to offer other than my condolences. I don't have anything to offer other than my condolences, my friend, because that is rough. Okay. It looks like they're all on this way. I think we did a good job of getting the stray fairies the last time around. I think we did a good job. But yeah, I'm not planning on this one being super strong. Super strong? I'm not planning on this one being a strong stream. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not planning on this one being super long. You got pudding. Pudding. That's pretty awesome. What flavor of pudding? And you didn't miss any of the streams. Why? Because all the streams are uploaded onto YouTube. You can watch the VODs. Don't forget to like and comment. Make sure your comment is at least 7 words so that's picked up by the algorithm. Blah-dee-dee, 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 blah. Blah-dee-dee, blah. Yes, I would love a joke. Everybody pay attention to Inthafin's joke. Everybody pay attention to Inthafin's joke right now. Chocolate pudding? That's fun. So there's this band called The Plan, and they had this unique gimmick where they made their instruments out of newspaper. They were quite good, but they got stuck in a bit of a rut. They wanted to try something new, so they made new instruments out of fragile plywood, and they immediately went to try out their new sound. Well, you see, The Plan sounded much better on paper, and in practice, they fell apart. That's very good. Thank you for sharing a joke in the chat, Inthafin. Thank you very much. Oh, man. That's good. That's stupid, but good. I love that. Oh, man. Chocolate pudding for strep and sinus infection is interesting. Are you drinking tea? Are you drinking tea? I think you should drink tea. I love tea. I love a good, like, green tea or Earl Grey tea. They're very good. Hot tea? Yeah. Drink a hot tea. Have some honey in it. Chamomile? That's a good choice. Come on. Ah, what am I doing wrong, baby? What am I doing wrong, baby? I'm like making a dumb baby idiot of myself. We have plenty of time, though. It's not like I'm worried about the 3-day timer. That's not what I'm worried about. Sag. Oh, we got it. But we didn't get that. Camo meal. Are you on a pun kick, Inthafin? Are you on a pun kick? It's okay if you are. Just share with the chat. If you're on a pun kick. So, housekeeping. I was thinking of what we're gonna do. I have like a written plan for what I want to do next stream. Come on! Nice. I have a written plan for what I want to do for tomorrow's stream, which is gonna be around the same time. Around 11:30-ish. And then... Okay. Yeah, let's get some of those rupees, because we still need to put stuff in the bank. There we are. Okay, we only have one more stray, and then we have all the little strays. Who was it that gave me the tip that using the Song of Soaring sets you back to the beginning of the dungeon? Was that, Cobalt? Because if so, they're a genius. They're a genius, and I owe them my life. I owe Cobalt a lot, actually. They have guided me through this game, in an incredibly often. I don't think I'm playing the game. I think Cobalt is playing the game. Okay. Bounce. So we're gonna play in the next stream. It's probably gonna be a two-parter, maybe. And then I'm thinking on Monday, we're going to do Anjou and Cafe. Just one big Anjou and Cafe stream. I don't know. Okay, I'm like, no, I don't need to do that. Okay. Okay. I see. Okay. I kind of see what we're trying to do here. I don't like that I'm gonna have to do this again, right? Yeah. Because what we could... Okay, we need this guy dead for sure. And then when we... Because we're gonna try. I just feel like I've been on Majora's Mask for a really long time. Like a month or longer. I don't know how... I don't remember how long Dead Space took us. How long did Dead Space take us? Was it a couple of weeks? Because it's like, I don't want to get... I know that we got through, like, basically every Halo game in a month. And it's good, technically, that I'm... like, going through games kind of slowly, because then it's like, I don't run out of stuff to do. But at the same time, I don't want to be like, oh, man, this guy's playing Majora's Mask again? Really? Like, I don't want it to be like that. Like, how long was Germa on, Elden Ring? How long did he play... How long did he play Elden Ring? Because I think it was like for 60-something streams or something stupid like that. But like, you know, if people want to watch that, people want to watch that. So I don't know. I don't want Majora's Mask to be annoying or boring. I don't think it is. But it is kind of daunting. I'm like, oh god, I still have so much to do to actually beat this game. It would have been better if I had, like, structured, we're doing this quest, we're doing this fetch quest, we're collecting these pieces of heart. But I didn't do that. I should have had, like, a written plan beforehand, and I didn't. I was like, yeah, we're just gonna wing it, and now I'm reaping the fruits of my labor for having just winged it, rather than, done something specific. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You have to sing the song or the thing doesn't disappear. It's kind of bunk, but it is the way it is. And the next game, I have decided, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm gonna change my mind. It's gonna be Demon Souls. Where's the chest? Did I miss making the chest a thing? I hope I didn't. Because I feel like it should be here. Is there like a thing I have to shoot? Yippee! Yeah, I like Demon Souls as well, and I think it would be a lot of fun for people to watch and enjoy. I feel like there's a lot of people who don't know it. Okay, I'm actually gonna look. I don't want to waste you guys' time, so I'm gonna look at the Majora's Mask Stone Tower Temple walkthrough to make sure that I get all the the stray fairies, to make sure that I don't... Yep. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Huh. Okay. I need to hit the switch on the other side of the room, I think. That's what I read. That's what I read. Sorry if that was boring. I was, like, trying to figure it out. But I think I need to hit the... You guys want to see me fail this jump again? You guys remember me failing this jump the last time? I feel like that's where a bunch of people came in to watch. They were like, oh, God. Yeah. Is the switch lit up? No. It isn't. Oh, wait. Can this thing throw me up top? Ah, look at that! We actually didn't need to do anything. Yeehaw! 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 That's kind of neat that the Dexy hand can do that. That is really neat that the Dexy hand can do that. Okay. We're gonna have to do the Zora jump. We're gonna have to do the Zora jump anyways, though. Just from a different angle. You know what I need to rewatch, considering the way that I said angle? I kind of want to watch... I want them to bump into each other. I mean, if all else fails, we can just destroy them with our body, because we have a ton of health. I'm actually going to kill it, though, because I don't want to Z-target it. Bye-bye! Uh-oh. Can we destroy them with our body? Yeah, we're so good. We're so fine. Okay, I was kind of like, I need to rewatch Avatar The Last Airbender. It's been a hot second since last I've seen it. Ooh, if I had a little bit of a better angle, I would have made that. If I had a little bit of a better angle, I would have made that. How many of you guys have seen it recently? Did any of you watch the Netflix show? Did any of you watch the Netflix show? And if so, did you like it? Because I've heard that the worst sin it commits is that it's boring. Is that it's a boring retelling of an awesome story. Right? That it's a boring retelling of an amazing story. Which is unfortunate, like, because I guess they were traumatized by the live-action movie. My question is, why make a live-action in the first place? Like, what purpose does the live-action serve? It don't. It don't. It don't serve. There's no point to make a live action. I guess it's to be like, this is still in the cultural zeitgeist, so might as well... Like, I know the actual purpose is money, right? They're trying to cash in on something. But at the end of the day, does it really... Like, are they making the money that they put into the endeavor back? Oh, that was bad. That was bad. I bounced off a wall early and couldn't get back on track. Are they making the money back? Oh god, come on, dude. I'm really screwing this up. I just want to go... I just want to turn the switch on. Yes! Oh, so good. Very good. Okay, turn that on. Get the chest. Get the chest spun. And then we'll go activate the Great Fairy and get our prize. We'll get our prize, which we won't use. Sorry, kids. We really will not use it. Not because it's bad, but because it's just awkward to use, and this controller already does not like C button usage. And it is on the C button. Which, as we have... learned, I can't get to work correctly. I need to get a new controller. I was thinking about that. I was like, I need to just go in and buy a new controller. Just buy a new controller. Bite the bullet, dude. Just get a new one. You can get one in a sexy color that you like, and you can have all new buttons and all new... Ba-ba-da-ba-ba! We did it! And you can just enjoy the fruits of your labor. But... I don't know. I need to go shopping in general. I just need to go. I need to get new clothes. I need to get a new controller. I need to get food. I need to get a bunch of stuff, and I don't have the energy or the time. So whatever. I don't know. You guys aren't responding to me about the Avatar: The Last Airbender. I want at least one response in chat right now about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Who watched the Netflix show? Any of y'all? And it doesn't have to be Ocean Forest, because Ocean Forest is sick. Ocean Forest is ill. So I don't need Ocean Forest to respond. They can simply lay in bed and be sick. They're fine. They're fine. I don't know. I just think it's interesting because they did the live action remake. I've seen the first half, didn't finish it because it was boring. Because it was boring, maybe. Maybe it was boring. Because they did How to Train Your Dragon live action, and people were like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's a shot-for-shot remake of the original. Shot-for-shot remake of the original. And it's like, if that's what makes it good, just watch the original. I don't know what to tell you, right? Like, why are you going out of your way to be like, yeah, they did a good job with the remake because it's just the original. And it's like, the original's not even that old. It's like 15 years old. Sure, it's over a decade old, but you can still show it to your kids. You don't need it, like, oh, I guess the magic of watching it in theaters again. This is the Great Fairy of Kindness, by the way. This is the Great Fairy of Kindness, which is why they give me a sword. Because nothing shouts kindness like a big sword. With black roses etched into it, the Great Fairy's sword is the most powerful of all blades. So come see me whenever you are come by weariness. Yep, it is the most powerful of all blades. How exciting is that? How exciting is that, everybody? Okay, so what we're gonna do... I'm trying to think. Because we did good stuff. I'm gonna go back to Clocktown. Okay, I'm trying to see what we can do. Because we can do Great Bay Temple again and get all the stray fairies there. We can do Great Bay Temple again and get all the stray fairies there, but that sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like a nightmare. One that doesn't sound so interesting, quote unquote. Actually nothing. I have a plan. I have a plan. I know what we're gonna do. Because we still have quite a bit of time in this 3-day cycle. So I have a plan. First thing first, we need to go to... we're gonna go over here and get the moon tier. No, wait. This is 4, 5. Ooh, this was 2, right? Yeah, we got it. Yeah, that was a lot of work. That could have been rough if we had forgotten that. Yeah, Disney, like, really struck gold with making live-action remakes of their stuff. But some of the stuff, like, yeah, I guess I could kind of see that it could use a remake. Not because of, like, content or anything. I think a lot of that content still works out. Some of their stuff did not age well. That's, like, not all of it's amazing. Actually, let's use our new Great Fairy Sword. How exciting. You guys want to see this thing in action? Never mind. Never mind. You don't get to see this thing in action. Yep. It hits things like a sword. Because it might be a sword to be used on the enemy. You know what we actually also have time for? There's a lot of stuff we could do. Huh. I read, believe it or not, to create a plan of, like, how we're gonna do this. Okay. Okay. Down. Left, left, right, right, up, up, down. Down, left, left, right, right, up, up, down. That's our Scarecrow song. That's our Scarecrow song. Down, left, left, right, right, up, up, down. So we better not forget that now, because there's a lot of stuff you need to use your Scarecrow song for. And that's a pretty simple one to remember. IMO. Okay. We're gonna get a moon tier. Yes. 'Cause... surprise tool that'll help us later. Oh yeah, we need to look at the top of the tower. He does a different thing on the third day, which might be fun to watch. I love how many time-gated things there are in this game. It might be the name of the game. It might be the name of the game, that there is time stuff happening. Time things. You know what else we need to do, other than the stray fairies in Great Bay Temple? We need to actually get the Mask of Truth, so that I could do the dog minigame. So that I could do the stupid dog minigame where the blue dog win. Is time a major theme? Majora's Mask? No, yes, time might be a major theme in this game. But I think it's really impressive and really interesting how they managed to... I don't know, I want to know the programming behind the time stuff. Because it was like, everybody was so... Whoa! The guys in Oblivion! The guys in Oblivion have schedules! They have schedules! And it's like, oh. But didn't the people in Majora do that? Now... They're different beasts. They're different games, right? Because in Majora, the game is a little bit smaller in scope than Oblivion. I think it's more densely packed with memorable characters and better voice acting. Uh-oh. What do you mean better voice acting? They don't even say anything. I mean, the is really entertaining. No, why did they get Sean Bean to play Martin Septum? They got Sean Connery and... or not Sean Connery. Oh my gosh. No, what's his name? I'm blanking on his name, not Sean Connery. I got Sean Bean on the mind. Oh no! Patrick Stewart! Sir Patrick Stewart! I can't believe I called him Sean Connery. That's so embarrassing. I can't believe they got Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean to play Martin and Uriel Septum. Like, that's so silly. How much of their budget went to that? And that's why they only had, like, 4 voice actors elsewise. That's why they only had enough for the rest of them. Yeah, they're different scope of games. They offer different experiences. But, and this is a big but, everybody was freaking out that the Oblivion people have schedules because after Morrowind, right? They're like, oh my gosh, they can only be at their shop at certain times of the day. And they walk around and they eat bread at specific times of the day. Whoa, that's crazy in an open world game. And it's like, I don't know, maybe they didn't do it before because it wasn't very fun. Like, yeah, it's more realistic that the shopkeep isn't open 24 hours a day. But, do you like waiting for the alchemist? Oh, I hate the blue bubbles so much. I hate blue bubbles so freaking much. Okay. What are we doing here? You will see. You will see. You will see. And you will be proud of seeing. I think it's the second night. I think it's the second night. No, 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 no. You need to open it. I think it's the second night. And that's why I'm here, because I'm pretty sure what we're looking for is on the second night. If it's not on the second night, then bing bong, bing bong. You can kill me with a bullet. Oh, wow. Lots of money. Even if you're jinxed, you can use a great fairy sword. And this is bomb chews. This is the last item here. We need to buy bomb chews to fill that up, and then we have 2 bottles left. There is a bottle here in Akana Graveyard. Maybe that'll be a fun... Maybe we could do that. That's the 3rd day. That's the 3rd day. False wall. Ow. False wall. Let's see what else. The bats are invisible. They are invisible. Everybody's invisible. Well, this sucks balls. I don't need to wear Captain Kita anymore. But you can kind of Z-target them even while they're invisible, which makes them being invisible not that big of a deal. If you couldn't Z-target them while they were invisible, it would be a bigger deal. But it isn't. So, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's like, I didn't make the game. Doesn't make sense to me. Uh-oh. What is up with that wall? What is up with that wall? I gotta take off Captain Kita's mask. It's just taking up a C slot. Okay. Did anybody watch the Lilo and Stitch live action remake? Anybody watch Lilo and Stitch? I have beef with that remake. I have beef with it. Does Majora's Mask off if you equip the lens truth right after playing the... I don't know if it has that glitch. That would be a... I know that there are ways to get unlimited magic in this game, so maybe it's less important, but... Oh, they're so cool. Yeah, but the Great Furry Sword is basically this game's version of the Big Goron Sword. And yeah, you do need to use the C-bar to hit with it, but it jump attacks just fine. It jump attacks just fine. What are we here for, my friends? What are we here for, my friends? Piece of heart. Piece of heart. We got piece of heart! We're so good at the video game. Okay. Bing bong. Bing bong. You know what they actually played over the radio at work today? Also, I did watch the live action Lilo and Stitch. They should have just made a completely distinct movie. Yes. The problem is that these creatives can only, like, attach themselves to existing IPs because business hates risk. See, that's what I mean. I think my... I fell down the hole. I fell down the hole. I'm pretty sure my right stick is broken because it keeps making me activate, like, C buttons that I don't want to activate. Let's actually use... let's play along. Oh! Look at that! There's, like, invisible parts of the... he stricked me. He stricked me. Yeah, see that? I'm... It could just be me being bad, but I feel like it gets stuck. Yeah. I love him chilling on the pot, man. He's chilling like a villain. Yeah, they should have just made it. Yeah, all these creatives are getting attached to projects, but they should probably just make their own distinct work, because it's clear that they don't really get and or like the thing that they're adapting. Which is sad. Does Harkinian allow you to edit dead zones? Probably, but I think that that would be a band-aid solution to what is essentially a decaying controller. It probably does. It probably does, but... realistically, what I need to do is just cut my losses and move on. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate the suggestion. That would probably be a good band-aid fix. Am I going to do it tonight? No. Absolutely not. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, where are we going? I had it in my head. I had it in my head. We're going to Clock Town. We need to give the guy the moon tier. Why? You'll see. You'll see, my lovely, lovely individuals. You'll see. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. 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 Okay. What are we doing? Yes. Business scrub. Business. Have you guys seen Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals? You guys should watch Star Kid if you don't. If you like musicals, you guys should watch Star Kid. I think of the line where he's like, I was busy doing business. I love that show. It's a good show. And that's what the business scrubs remind me of. That line. Okay, so we need the moon tier. What do you want, Paul? What do you desire to see? Your deep scent, Paul. I remember I was saying Paul in class one time. The name Paul. The name Paul. And everybody was like, what are you saying? Do I say Paul weird? Do I say the name Paul weird? I know I say thermos weird. People don't like the way I say thermos. Because I hit the O really hard. People don't like that. They're like, you don't say thermos like that. But I'm like, why not? That's what it is. It's a thermometer, thermos. Cool whip. I'm spiraling. He's talking about words. He's talking about words. He's lost the plot. He's crazy. Okay, so what did we need to do that with the business scrub? Well then, my friends, let me show you something fun. Also, we're going to get the piece of heart from the Ikana Canyon business scrub. The Ikana Canyon business scrub. Okay. Do you get a piece of heart for playing with the bombers again? Do you get a piece of heart for helping the bombers again? I don't know. I don't know. Yo! Woo! 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 Spider? No. The spider doesn't respawn, huh? That's interesting, actually. The balloon doesn't respawn either. It has a fixed state. And you don't see that a lot in Zelda, where the enemies don't respawn when you leave the room. That those enemies have a fixed state for the 3-day cycle. That's fascinating, actually. That's really interesting. To me, I don't know if you guys find that as nearly as riveting, but that is really interesting to me. Here we are. I would love to look through the telescope. Yes. Please let me look through the telescope. Why do we need to look through the telescope? Who is that? Who is that? We're looking through the telescope. Where's he going? He said he needed a gift for the wife. Where's he going? And then he goes around and around and around and around. Interesting. Straight down into that hole. Does his wife live down there? Does his wife live in the hole? Did you discover anything interesting? Mayhaps we have. Mayhaps we have, my friends. So, we're gonna go follow the business scrub that we just spent a good amount of time peeping on. We're gonna follow the business scrub that we spent a good amount of time peeping on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Goat. I was thinking of Snow Peak Temple, which is why I just randomly mentioned the goat. I was like, we could try to get the... I mean, it's about to be the 3rd day. We have plenty of time. Yeah, I got time. But... I don't know if you need to kill the goat. I don't think you need to kill the goat. Do you need to kill the goat? I don't think you need to kill the goat. We're gonna light up every torch in Goron's shrine. Is what we're trying to do. What we're trying to do. Okay. Let's go find that hole! Yes. Let's actually use the Make Me Go Fastinator. See? I didn't press up on the deep pad. I didn't press... I was checking. I was looking at the controller to make sure. It really wanted me to look straight up, baby. Straight up. Okay, we're good. Uh-oh. Only 24 hours remain. Yikes. We could actually beat the game. We could just beat Majora, but I'm not gonna do that. 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 Alright, here we are. What are we doing in here? Hey, bud. Ah! What are you doing here? This is my secret storage unit. It's a problem if you come in here without permission. Please, I'll sell you a piece of heart if you just keep this place a secret. 150 rupees for one. No thanks. No good. In that case, you leave me no choice. What about one for 100 rupees? And that's as low as he'll go, baby. You've got a piece of heart. Ah, we're gonna... Just hurry up and get out. 2. Now he goes home to his wife. Now he goes home to his wife. He had to do a little bit of inventory before he could go see his wife. His woman. His woman. How does Deku, like, marriage and dating rituals go? Like, how do the Deku people date? What is sexual dimorphism in Deku society? Because we've seen, you know, the princess, and she is indeed considered a woman, and they use gendered terms. But all the other characters are male, and they have gendered, like, stuff. Very descriptive. No, they have, like, mustaches and stuff like that. Like, similar to human facial hair and stuff like that. So you would assume that because they keep mustaches and style it, that it's part of, like, Deku male expression. But I don't know. Are they just humans but plants? Is that what we're supposed to assume? They're just humans but plants, and by all means, their dating and marriage practices are largely the same. Okay, Gorons are a monogender race. They're just brothers. I bought a magic bean! I didn't need one. I did it to make him feel better. I didn't need to buy a magic bean. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I do know what you mean, sir. That's why I give you this. I give you this gift. I hope you use your gift wisely and your gift well. I hope you use your gift well. Maybe the Deku have a princess because there's no Princess Zelda here. You know, for balance, yes. Every single Zelda game must have at least one princess. Therefore, it becomes a Zelda game. If there are no princesses, it's not Zelda. Hello, thank you for the follow, Brad. Brad Leons. Love the stream, didn't stay long, but I'd love to be a regular. Mad, I mind adding you on Discord. I need to get a Discord. I need to get a Discord for this here channel. If I get a Discord, I will add you. Unfortunately, I don't have a Discord for this here channel. I was thinking about that, actually. Thank you for bringing it up, Brad. I appreciate you bringing it up. That we need to make a Discord for this channel that y'all can hang out on and watch, like, for when I give update as to when stream will happen and what we are doing. And also, it could keep me humble and make sure that you guys can actually, like, figure out what my plans and thought process is. I would love to add you on Discord if I had one. But I do need to make one, and thank you for the follow, and thank you for reminding me that I need to do that. Thank you. But yeah, I need to do that. I need to put that in, like, the channel. We need to go to Mountain Village. Mountain Village. And do some shenanigans in the Goron Shrine. I think I'm correct there. I don't think we need to kill the goat. It might be fun to kill the goat. It might be entertaining to kill the goat. I do need to do some more stuff here, right? Not like in the game, but in like the streaming thing. The act of content creation. Ooh, Tektite. Blue Tektite. I need to have a clips channel. I need to advertise more often. I don't know. I advertised once and it wasn't great. But I need to, because if I want this to be a real thing that I do, I need to do it more often and better. So that I can actually get maybe like more than 25 followers. Not that I hate you guys. I love that you guys follow me, and I love that you guys come to watch the stream. It makes me very happy, and it makes me feel good. But there needs to be more effort on the creation standpoint. You know what else we could do here? I think there's a Scarecrow song moment here. We're doing so many things that I just skipped and passed. Because I'm a doofus. Rut. Dot. 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 Oh. Dot. I think it's over here. Da dot. Da da. Is it over here? Maybe it's not. I thought there was a Scarecrow platform somewhere around here, but it's probably in a different area. Probably in a different area. My bad. My bad. Okay, we need to give this guy the mountain. The mountain. We need to be a Deku for this, right? Alright, let's give him the swamp title deed. And then we need to fast travel to the Zora place. I like that you have to wear the transformation mask of the previous, like, quote-unquote race that dominates the area. So, for the... You get the first one by being a Deku, of course. But then you get to the Clocktown guy... needs to talk to a Hylian, and then the guy who wants to go to Southern Swamp needs to talk to a Deku, and then the guy who wants to go to the mountain needs to talk to a Goron. You know, so on and so forth. It's fun. It's a good idea. Alright. Yep. Alright. Fire arrow. Fire arrow. The baby's gonna be screaming his little mind out the entire time we do this. I love the Goron village theme from Ocarina of Time. It makes me happy. It's one of those... Ooh, okay, this is gonna be a problem. It's gonna make me waste arrows a lot. Yep. Well, at least we're gonna... Well, we could use sticks. We could use sticks instead. I'm not really worried about running out of arrows per... Uh-oh. It is on a time limit. Yikes. I did not realize it was on a time limit. Huh. Okay. I think we're gonna have to do this smart. Are you guys ready for this? I kinda should have assumed that it's on a time limit because, Sticks plus Bunnyhood, you're probably correct. That's what we're gonna try. We have one stick, so let's make this hot. Help, the bunny hood is too fast! Okay, we're off to a terrible start. Come on. We're off to a terrible start. Okay. I don't think so. I don't think we got it. I think one of them went out because we were goofing around for so long. Let me see. Is there more in here? You know what we're actually gonna do? We're gonna shut this kid up. I don't wanna hear him while I goof around with this puzzle. Meh. 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 Okay, shut up, kid. Go to bed. Take your Betty Buys. Melatonin. Go to sleep. Instant sleep spell. Okay, that's a lot of sticks. That's a lot of sticks. They knew. Okay, we're gonna try it. Okay. Okay, let's try this. I think starting from the bottom is the best bet, but instead of doing it... Oh. I think we've already goofed up. Please don't. Come on. We're running like so fast right now. Oh, look at that. Okay. So now, the child being mollified does make the thing a little bit easier to do. The child being shut up is quite nice. Actually, I heard today, it was interesting because it's like, I am allowed to do a lot of people watching. I see it very often. And one of the things that always gets to me is people who are bad with children. It's way more people than you would hope. It's most parents, I think, who just don't get the way that kids act and or think. And it was interesting to see someone who was good with kids today, where she had, I assume, her son with her, and he was having a rough time. He was having a rough go of it. He was crying. So she like stops and looks at him and then starts singing a song that she must have made to him and stomping her feet and going stomp, stomp, stomp like a dinosaur, you know? And he just, I think it has worked before and it worked this time too, because he was just transfixed as she sang this dinosaur song to him. And it was just nice. It was nice because most of the time I hear stuff like shut up, you know? And it's like, don't talk to your 2-year-old like that. You know? Like, why are you being mean to them? They're little. They're still figuring this out. It's hard. That's a Miss Rachel song? I love Miss... Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense that it's a Miss Rachel song. That's so good. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, like, no, it calmed him down. He was content. He was, like, no longer crying. And he was happy to be there. And a little confused. I think he was a little confused as to what was happening. Best viewers on Stream Boo! Thanks, Dark Hawk, for advertising on my comment. My comments section. Thank you for the advertising of illegal Twitch practices. Yes, thank you. I love it. I will always remember, it was horrible. There was this woman who was talking to her boyfriend or her husband, I don't know. But she had, like, a little girl in her cart. And the little girl was, like, doing that thing that kids, toddlers, like to do, where they're just going, Mom, 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 Mommy, Mom. What is this for? Oh! Wait, I know what this is for. I think this bot's acting against the terms and conditions of this website. Don't tell anyone. We're not snitches here. We're not snitches here. But this kid was doing that thing, you know, where she's like, Mom, 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 trying to get her attention. And the mom stopped, looked at her daughter, and went, do you ever just shut up? And the kid immediately, like, shut down. Yeah, kid shut up. But I was like, oh my god. How could you say that to your toddler? Right? Like, what? Imagine looking at the fruit of your loins. The product of your union. You know what I mean? Like, this is a whole human being that you created in the pit of your own belly. And you just gonna ask a question like that? When do you ever shut up? Like, hello? Hello? This is a modern miracle of life you are witnessing. This is a being, you know? Yeah, it's so sad. It's so sad. And well, and she did it so nonchalantly, too. I think that's the thing that got to me. It was just such nonchalant cruelty towards this child. I don't know, man. I just couldn't imagine. I just could not imagine. Saying that to someone who just learned the beauties of how to speak. I mean, that's the thing, though, is that, like, people get annoyed at kids because they say the dumbest things, and it's like, they just learned how to make words. You know how many animals on the planet can do that? None! Except for, like, parrots. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Up here! Up here! I'm sorry to bother you from such a high place, but I am very hungry, and I've gotten stuck here. That's it! It's so good I dream about it! Dodongo Cavern's finest quality rock sirloin. This is my absolute favorite. Blessed be this meal! Oh, my energy has returned to me. I am coming down now. Wait one moment. Good job, King. Oh, I wondered who it might be. Why, if it isn't Darmani, you are alive? Yes, I see. That is the reason why you knew my favorite food. Oh, I almost forgot. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. You got Danjiro's mask. It looks like Danjiro, conductor of the Frog Choir. It was crafted so well that no one would even think twice if you were to direct the Frog Choir. I hope that spring will come soon, so that I can hear the frogs' enthusiastic performance. Hope as I might, it's still cold. I'm going back to the Goron village. Bye. Thanks for the stuff. I love it. Alright. Just be kind. People tend to look at children as something less than human, as if they haven't earned your respect. Yeah, no, everybody should have your respect by nature of being alive. You should just respect things for being there, honestly. The world would be a better place if people had respect for things that just were. Have you ever seen that scientist who was trying to write a paper about a moth that's going extinct in Florida? And he does all the things, or she, I don't remember if it was he or she. They do all the things that people try to do to prove that an animal is worthy of existence, but there's like a hint of despair in it when they go, look, the moth doesn't do things for us. The moth doesn't have a commercial purpose. The moth doesn't have a reason for being alive for us other than being alive. But shouldn't that be enough? Why do we have to fight so hard to prove that something has a monetary purpose in order for it to be alive? Isn't it being alive enough? And it's heartbreaking because to to love something that much, right? To fight tooth and claw for an animal that exists simply because it does. And then to be tossed aside because it doesn't serve a purpose other than that it is. That's really sad. But yeah, no, I feel like the world would be a much better place if people respected things that just were. That didn't serve a purpose to them, or weren't something that earned their respect, quote unquote, by being useful, but simply was what it is, and that's why it gets to be. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I think there's just a problem, at least in the state that I'm in, where children are seen as property and not as human beings. So people are quite mean to their property. I had this one little boy, I always remember, where he comes in and he's talking to me. He's a lovely kid, just asking a lot of questions about stuff, and I'm answering. I'm like, oh, this is what does this. This is what does this. And yes, this is what does this, right? You know, I don't mind talking about what I do on my job, and I like explaining things to kids. But his dad the entire time was so embarrassed. And he's like, wow, bud, you are just yapping today, right? I'm like, he's 4. He's like, he looks about 4 years old. He's gonna ask questions. It's fine. I don't mind answering. You know, and the man was just like, ugh, trying not to interact with his child as much as possible. But then they're getting ready to leave, and the kid looks at me and goes, where's your mom? I was like, my mom? And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, my mom is at home, probably watching TV. And he goes, well, you better go find her. And I was like, it's a cute little moment. It's funny. But I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I think the reason why he asked me to go find my mom is because that's what he always hears at home. The way that his dad was just so annoyed at him, quote-unquote, yapping. I think that all he hears at home is, where's your mother? Go find her. I don't want to deal with you right now. Right? Like, he's literally just a normal kid. He's just asking questions. It is so easy to keep children entertained. That's why iPad kids exist. It is so easy to keep children entertained. I don't understand why people have so much trouble. I mean, yeah, they're a lot. And they have big emotions, and they can be annoying at times. This is true. Children can be annoying at times. But at the same time, if you interact with them earnestly, usually they're pretty satisfied. I don't know, man. I don't have kids myself, so, like, it's probably just someone on the outside looking in going, why are you no good at this? You know, like, it's easy for me to be like, you should be better to your kids. But I don't know, you should be better to your kids. Interact with them every now and then. They love you. And it's unconditional, too. They just want to be involved. Even if that's annoying and hard. They just want to be involved. They're trying to learn. They're trying to learn what it is to be alive. It's hard. It's hard to figure out this whole thing, especially when you're brand new. It's hard. It's hard to figure out when you're not brand new. But you can at least attempt to make it easier for them by being involved with them. Like, yes, this is how the world works. Yes, this is how it is to be alive. It's hard, but it's worth learning, right? What do you sell? Ooh. Demons aren't afraid unless they see something that looks like themselves. No. I would rather not have blue potion. You'll be cursed! Oh, really? You'll be cursed! That's awesome. Thanks for stopping by. You're from the ocean, aren't you? I'm here to sell blue potion. Actually, I want to do business in the sea breeze while listening to the sound of the waves. But to open a business in another place, you have to go through the proper channels. I'll give you this! Yay! Give me this! It's a huge rupee! It's worth 200 rupees. Oh, yeah! The nut brown beauties are waiting! What? Sir, what? What does that mean, sir? What? The nut brown beauties? Am I allowed to say that? Is that like a... Is that racist? Am I allowed to say that? What did he just say? What did he just say? Sir, what? Take it back. I don't want to know Deku marriage or dating customs anymore. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Oh, wow, man. That's awesome. You ever hear someone say something and you're just like, I am so amazed you said that, but please never say it again. Oh, man. Piece of heart. You've assembled a new heart container. Your maximum life energy has increased. Alright, kids. Oh, man. That's a good place to stop, I think. That's a really good place to stop. Those nut brown beauties are waiting. Aren't they all nut brown like they're Deku nuts? I'm confused and upset. I'm wondering if he's talking about the Gerudos. I'm wondering if he's talking about the Gerudos because he wanted to go to the Zora Temple. To the Great Bay. I'm worried that he's talking about the Gerudos. There's a lot of unfortunate sexualization of them in this here video game. That's so much worse? Yes! Yes, I agree that that is so much worse. What a guy. What a man. He knows what he wants. And can we fault him for that? He knows what he wants. Yes, I would love to make a deposit. Can we do... No, I don't think we can. I think we can't do the game. 1,918 rupees! That's a pretty good amount of rupees. Okay. Alright. I think that's a good place to end, though, is basically what I was going to say. I think we did it. This was a very productive Majora's Mask stream. I think tonight was good. Tomorrow will be even better. Thank you so much for coming in to watch. I hope you had a good time. I love having you in chat, and I love having you watching. Good night, everybody.